Hey everyone, it's Cole from A Plus Power Sports. Today we're going to look at the brand new 2024 Ranger XP Kinetic Ultimate. This is our all-electric Ranger offered by Polaris. At first glance, when you walk up to this, you can't tell that it's anything different besides a Ranger XP. It looks just like the Ranger XP 1000, very similar wheels and tire package on it, same body molding, same seats, steering wheel, everything about it is the same as a gasoline engine one. But when we look underneath the dump box and the seats, we can tell there's a lot more going on. Just like any Ranger XP, we have our dump box underneath here. It has a self-assisting shock, and underneath there's definitely not an engine there. So everything is covered up by skid plates and guards to protect the lithium-ion battery in this. Not a whole lot you can see right now, but once you remove these guards, you're able to see everything that's going on under there. When we talk about the powertrain on the new Kinetic Ranger, this comes with a 29.8 kilowatt lithium ion battery. Now, it doesn't mean a whole lot to most people, but when we compare it to like the Tesla Model 3, that comes with a 50 kilowatt battery on it. So it's very similar to it, about 20 kilowatts off, but this is a half the size machine. It weighs about 1,700 pounds, so it's fairly light for being an electric vehicle. Another cool thing about it, when we compare it to a gasoline engine, this is producing about 110 horsepower and about 140 foot-pounds of torque. So tons of power behind this motor, and you really feel it when you drive it. Once we're inside the cab, it's the exact same as a Ranger XP 1000. So it's very comfortable, but this new display gauge, a couple different features when you compare it to the Ranger XP. We can see that it's similar to our Expedition style with the LED backlit to it with the black light. We're able to see our battery percentage on the side where our fuel gauge would normally be. We can see our estimated range right now. So it goes off of driving experience and how you've been driving it to accommodate that. It shows on Polaris that you could get around 80 miles range. Over on our side, we have our miles per hour. And then this is something new over here with our power that we're actually using from the machine. So up to 100% when you're at full throttle. When you're just coasting with it and you're not applying the throttle, it goes into a regen mode. So just like the newer automobiles, the electric cars I should say, it has a regen, so it's putting power back into it and it's not always using power. Looking at our ride command screen on this, it's very similar to our gasoline powered engines. But when we look at this one, there's a couple different settings and applications on it. So starting from the bottom here, we have our charging. It directly goes back to here. When it is charging, you can see on the screen how much longer it's going to take to charge and to get to a full charge, and its estimated range is always going to be displayed on the screen. Come back here, we can see our range. You can change different things like our compass up here, 98% charged. It still has a 12-volt battery, so you can even show what your 12-volt battery is set at right now. Over here on the side, this shows our temperature of the electric motor, our batteries, and it just is showing you because they still do get warm. These aren't going to stay cold all the time, and it still has a fan to cool them off. So you'll notice if you do drive this machine, you will hear an electric fan turn on to cool that motor in it. But besides our settings on this display screen, we still have GPS, we can link our phone, and we have a radio installed right from the factory. So there are 3 different ride modes on this machine. So we have an Eco Plus shown down at the bottom there. That's going to give us a smooth operation. It's going to save as much battery power as we can. We can go into standard mode. This is going to make it feel like every other Ranger that you drive. When you click it into sport mode, it unleashes all power and you're going to feel every bit of that 140 foot-pounds of torque. Another cool feature on the Polaris Kinetic is this 12-volt auxiliary power back here. So it's coming right off of our 12-volt battery, so if we're spraying weeds around the yard, we have our weed sprayer in there, we can easily just hook it in here, and it is powered on a toggle switch. Or if we're using implements, pull behind, we need lights or power back to them, you can quickly plug it in and send power back to it. When we come up to the front of the Ranger, we're able to see we have coilover suspension just like our Ranger XP 1000s. Still has a front sway bar, so it handles on the trail very well, and it's going to handle very similar to a Ranger XP 1000. Cool thing with this being an EV, we still have our turf mode, so single wheel in the back, true posi, and then true 4x4. So lots of power going to all 4 tires and wheels, and you can get out of any situation. Looking at the Kinetic from the rear, we still have a 2-inch receiver on the back, a rear differential that is the exact same as the Ranger XP 1000. Front differential is the same, and we have a CV joint style drive shaft going up to drive it. And you have high and low gear as well. So it is similar to a Ranger XP 1000, but it's also different because it is all electric. If you look up here, you can see that we have a small little radiator, which still has coolant flowing through it to go to the batteries, keeping those batteries cool and letting you guys stay on the trail as long as possible. Over on the driver's side of the vehicle, obviously there's no gas tank with this one, but you flip this little door open and we have our charge port right here. It comes with a charger right from the factory, so you plug it into your wall at the house, plug it into the machine, and it'll charge overnight. All right, that's a quick look at the 2024 Ranger XP Kinetic. Now this is the ultimate model, so you are going to come with a 28.9 kilowatt lithium battery. You also can purchase this Ranger in a premium package, so same exact machine, same ride command, radio, everything inside of it, but you're going to be reduced down to a 14.9 kilowatt lithium battery. So those are the two major differences. You're going to start at about $29,999 for the premium, and then with this one in the ultimate and the bigger motor, you jump up to $37,899 in the camo package. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button for more weekly videos. If you want to know more about this machine, definitely leave me a comment in the section below. If you want to see what I have in my current inventory at this time, check out aplusride.com. And as always, thanks for watching.